Bam, there we go. Alright, welcome back everybody. I hope everybody is doing well and healthy in this crazy time. Today we are going to be talking about how to vlog your Disney college program. And I have 7 tips for you of things that I have learned from vlogging, just things that I picked up from vlogging my own program of Spring Advantage 2019, and just tips that I've picked up for myself from over the years of making just like fun like travel videos and that kind of stuff. But first, let's roll that intro.
We're going there tomorrow, aren't we?
Vlogging is a great way to capture your entire program, memories to look back on, and while you're there for your family and friends to look at what you're doing in Disney. And also, just making fun videos is a super good time. Some of you might be experienced in making like fun travel videos of your vacation, or you might be a film student, or you're just starting out because you just got accepted and you're super excited. You want to vlog your program, but you don't know where to start. And that's okay. So my first tip, that brings me to coming up with your idea. So when you start your vlog, it can be kind of hard, like, what do I vlog? Like, what do I talk about? Like, people want to start vlogs, but they don't know what to talk about necessarily. So coming up with ideas. A perfect idea is you just got accepted into your Disney college program, so congratulations. So why not make an acceptance vlog? Talking about your acceptance, your role, what you're most excited for on your program. A thing to keep in mind also when you're coming up with ideas is, why tell the story? What is the story going to be about? The story is going to be about, so if you're going to use the example of your acceptance vlog, the story is going to be about you getting accepted. My next tip is using what you have. So this is going to be about gear of, well, I want to start my vlog, but what do I record myself with? This can be, use what you have. If all you have is your phone, it's great. Like, you have a camera on this, and it's a pretty good camera too. So use that. But if you have a camera, use that too. And there's a bunch of fun accessories too that you can use for your phone. So this is like a little moment lens. Where's the little? So this is one of the accessories that I use for my phone. So it basically screws into this case and bam, now I have a nice wide lens on my phone. That I actually filmed part of the intro with this video, but it's a super great thing, and even if you don't have a little lens, that's okay, your phone works just fine. This vlog right now, I'm vlogging on the Canon 80D. This thing is a beast. I saved up for a long time to get this camera. I'd always wanted a camera. I use this camera to vlog my last program, but I also sometimes use this camera for my school projects because I'm also a film major. So if you're freaking out like, oh my gosh, like I don't have like a big fancy camera so I can't vlog, no, use what you have. One of the downsides of this camera is when you're vlogging your Disney college program, a lot of times you go to the parks on your days off. This isn't the most practical camera to walk around the parks with. It's big, it's bulky, it's heavy, especially when you're walking around in like 100-degree heat with this giant camera. But I mean, I did it because I was crazy, but at the same time there were times where it wasn't as practical and I didn't feel like carrying it around. So there's smaller cameras if you're in the market looking for a camera. The Canon G7X is a great camera. It's the G7X Mark II. It's a great small camera. It has a lot of similar features to this camera, and at least what I've heard, it shoots really great at night, which is very convenient. This one does do a good job, and I heard that the Canon G7X does a little bit better of a job in low light settings. So if you're vlogging like at an after hours event, like me and my roommate Julie in my last program, we went to Villains after hours, and that was all at night. And there were some times where this just wasn't doing that great in low light settings to capture, like when Maleficent came out. But the Canon G7X does do better in low light, what I've heard, and it's also a lot smaller, and it still has the flip screen LCD screen to be able to look at yourself, which is great for vlogging because you want to see what's in the frame and what you're shooting. It's great because it's small to walk around the parks with, to bring on the rides. I brought this on the rides with me. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea. My friends thought I was crazy for bringing this on like Mount Everest, but it's a camera, it's meant to be used. But the Canon G7X is a lot smaller and practical to walk around the parks with. Now if you're looking for a super versatile camera, there are the action cameras. So this one is the DJI Osmo action camera, and then this one, I bet you've heard of it, is the GoPro. So these are super versatile because especially when you want to go to the parks and it's raining, this won't break because it's waterproof. My camera's water resistant. That doesn't mean it's waterproof, so I don't always want to take the chance of walking around in the park with it. So a lot of times I would have this in my park bag to pull out as soon as it started raining. The only downside is about this camera is the GoPro doesn't do as well in low light settings as this camera would. This one does okay in low light settings, not as great as this one would. They're super versatile because they're very small. There's a lot of accessories for them. Like I have the chest mount, I have this little mount that like screws on to like this little tripod. So it has a lot of mounts. So it's very versatile, but the audio, it's not that practical for vlogging though. But if that's all that you have, that's great. Use it. When I first started making videos, the GoPro is what I had, and I made a bunch of videos with the GoPro, so it's definitely doable. So don't let the audio be like, oh my gosh, I can't do it because the audio isn't great. If that's all you got, then use it. There's also ways around the audio issue of the GoPro. So if you have a GoPro and you have your phone, use this to get like you going on like the ride, and then use your phone as like the vlogging part for the issue of the audio. There's always ways around obstacles. So moving on from gear. Now you have your camera, you have your idea, and now how are you gonna film that? What are you gonna film? How are you gonna film it? Let's talk. So first off is composition. So I am in the center of the frame and I am focused because the focus is on me and what I'm talking about. So you want to make sure that usually in a vlog you're going to be the center of the focus. So you want to make sure that you're centered in the frame, that you're not like half out of the frame and you're talking. So you want to make sure that you're seen and you're visible in your vlog. And then focus. You don't want to have like focus here. Let me try to focus on something else. So you don't want to be talking and your face is out of focus. My camera's focusing on the whiteboard. So now the camera's back focused on me. So what to film? So spicing up a vlog, adding some energy to it can be adding B-roll. So B-roll is like footage that you can cut away from your main shot. Your main shot is you talking, and then the B-roll can be like, so my intro, for example, was B-roll of me setting up this whole setup and now talking. But in the parks, you can have like, hey, we're at the park right now and we're gonna go take pictures in front of the castle and then we're gonna go on a ride. And then it can be you walking down Main Street, getting on the ride, pulling the lap bar down, going on the ride, getting off the ride, maybe going to get a snack. That can be your B-roll. Definitely in my park vlogs on my last college program, I went very crazy with B-roll. I captured a lot of B-roll and sometimes too much B-roll where I wasn't shooting as many shots of me talking. So definitely shoot a lot of B-roll. You don't have to use it all when you edit. So my next tip is how to talk to the camera. So a lot of people that start vlogs are very nervous talking to the camera, and that's okay. Talking to the camera and being comfortable talking on camera takes a lot of practice. Trust me, my first vlog, I was very like, hi, this is my first vlog and my name is Brittany. Definitely, from my first video till now, there has definitely been a change of how I talk to the camera. Use hand movements. It gets you engaged with talking to the camera. I feel like I use a lot of hand motions, but it just takes a lot of practice being comfortable talking to a camera. And especially in public, it is definitely a whole different feeling of vlogging in public. People are like, what is she doing? Is she talking to a camera? It's definitely very nerve-wracking, especially in the Disney parks because there are so many people around you. But a mindset that I had walking around the Disney parks is most likely I wouldn't see any of those people again, so I might as well just keep capturing my Disney college program. I still remember the first time vlogging in like the Disney parks. I was actually by myself on my way to meet my roommates at Hollywood Studios, and I remember like walking down like Sunset Boulevard. I had my camera out in front of me and I'm like, hey, we're at Hollywood Studios right now, and I got so many funny looks like, what is that girl doing? So just don't let any of that bother you. You're making a vlog to capture your memories, to share with other people what you're doing on your Disney college program, so don't let that get in the way of you vlogging your program. And definitely it's much easier said than done. When you're walking around the parks, you'll feel a little nervous, you'll feel a little weird talking to your camera around other people, but just the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable doing it. Trust me, when I first started out, I was much more comfortable just sitting in like an area like this and talking to the camera versus like walking around the parks with like my camera rig talking to it. But trust me, there's so many people that are in Disney that are trying to capture their vacation too, just like you. So nobody really cares. You want to give your vlogs personality and energy to them. So when you're talking to the camera, you don't want to be monotone. At the same time, this can be hard when you're first starting out and you're nervous to talk on camera. You don't want to be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is what we're gonna talk about of how to vlog your Disney college program. You want to show your personality through all of your videos. So, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about how to vlog your Disney college program. So there's definitely a difference between those two of how you talk to the camera. And it also really engages your viewers with you and makes them learn what kind of person you are and what your personality is. And that's why they'll keep coming back to watch your videos, is because of your personality. Another tip that I have to go with the tip of how to talk to the camera is make an outline for your vlog. Just like key points of what you want to talk about. So like this kind of vlog, my key points are all my tips of what I want to talk about in my video, just so I don't like lose track of what I'm talking about. So make an outline. It definitely helps, especially when you start getting nervous once you hit that record button. It is a little nerve-wracking, but you'll get more comfortable the more you do it. So now you had your idea, you had your camera, you filmed that idea, and now you have this entire vlog, and now it's time to piece that entire thing together with editing. Editing is one of my absolute favorite things to do. It's very stressful, but I love being able to just sit at my computer and piece that entire thing together, because that's really when the creativity flows of piecing that vlog together and creating a lot of that energy in the video. Like adding like music, colors, and all that kind of stuff. So now you had to decide, well, what am I going to edit on? So the three main editing softwares that I use is iMovie, Final Cut Pro, and Premiere Pro. iMovie is great, especially if you are just starting out and you don't know a lot about video. If you have a Mac, I highly recommend iMovie because it's very easy to learn and piece together your video. If you're just starting out and you're getting stressed about like having these fancy edits and all that kind of stuff, iMovie is great to learn. So start with that, and then if you want to get more fancy, maximize like all the tips and tricks that you can find of iMovie, and then like work your way up to Final Cut. So Final Cut is the main editing software that I use for my vlogs. I used to use iMovie when I first started out. That's how I learned, and I maximized everything out of iMovie. Like I researched every single possible tip or trick that I could get out, and then I made my way up to Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro has a lot of similar tools and kind of stuff as iMovie, but it's a little bit more advanced. And I like it a lot. There's a lot of functions that I like, and because it's so similar to iMovie, I can bust out a vlog very quickly depending on the type of edit. Premiere Pro is a lot more advanced than iMovie and has a lot more advanced tools than Final Cut 2. Premiere Pro I use mostly for all my school projects. I just find it hard for myself just to put together an entire vlog in that, but for some people that's their main editing software that they use for vlogs. Personally, I like making my vlogs on Final Cut, but that's just my personal thing. There are so many other editing softwares that I didn't cover. Like I know that there's Movie Maker. I used Movie Maker back in high school, but I only used it like a couple times, so I do not know that much about it. Those are just the softwares that I have used the most. So my next tip I feel like is really important. It's about how to manage your time while you're making magic for so many hours during the week in your college program, and also if you're going to school on top of it. It is definitely doable. It might seem very scary, but it is definitely doable. Something personally for me when I did my program, I stressed myself out way too much. I wanted to post 3 times a week, and I would follow through for about a week, and then I would just have so much going on at once that it wouldn't happen. So right now I am only uploading once a week. You just have to manage your time of what your schedule looks like, and especially as a CP you only get your schedule, I think it's like for every 2 weeks, and it's just figuring out, okay, like when am I going to vlog? When am I going to make time to edit and that kind of stuff? So right now with my schedule for like school and all that's going on, I know that Thursday is a good day for me to upload. I record my video either like Monday, Tuesday, I give myself Wednesday to edit, and I hit the upload button on Thursday. So consistency is much easier said than done. Trust me, the more you do it, the more you get into the routine of being able to push out a video. So my last tip is going to be about collaborating with other DCP creators. So this tip is a great way to meet other content creators and also just a good way to learn. So reach out to other content creators. It never hurts to ask. Reach out to other channels that have like similar interests to you, a similar style to you. Watch their videos and get a feel for their style. If you watch one content creator and you really like their editing, maybe reach out to them and be like, hey, would you want to collaborate like on a video or make a video? And then maybe you can learn editing tips and stuff from them. So it's a great way to meet people, but also learn from those experiences. Another thing is I also have a DCP Fall Vloggers group. So basically it's a group for you to meet other creators, learn new vlogging tips and that kind of stuff, and also share your work. You work really hard on your vlogs, so you're very proud of them. So it's a place for you to share your videos and to meet other creators. Those are my 7 tips on how to vlog your Disney college program. I hope you found those helpful, and I can't wait to see what all of you guys are creating. If you ever have any questions about like camera gear or like editing issues, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always here to help. But I hope you guys found that helpful. Comment below what tip you found the most helpful. And make sure to subscribe for future video tutorials and also future Disney College Program vids. But with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.